Okay, well, today's session does not want to happen. I'm trying again for the second time now. Technical difficulties. Jeez. Cameras. Who knew that wrought with all sorts of unforeseen issues. Anyway, so not in my normal environment today, which I'm a little bit sad about because, I felt comfortable there and I liked it, but that's not what this is about. It's about showing up, being present, trying to express. And today I wasn't really looking forward to this, actually. I've been putting it off, and then I had a shift of perspective, I suppose. I thought, because I'm going to play some ultimate frisbee this afternoon, which I've never done before, but not really feeling like it. And so I thought, hey, you know what, maybe I'll sit down in front of the camera and chat, let it out, and I might feel a bit more like it, because I know how elevating and nourishing it can be to have a good conversation with someone, or to drive in the car and sing and belt out a song. All these forms of expression, and I can I'm seeing more and more my life through this lens, where today I was struggling with some stuff I was working on, and in a way all the roadblocks that I faced were like preventing me from truly expressing in the platform or the format that I was working in. And so I think that block to my expression has left me feeling like I've got it bottled up and it's just wanting to come out. So I guess that's why I'm here. Okay, let's clear my mind, see what comes up. Well, the first thing that came up was me wanting to complain about something, and I'm going to pass on that, because actually that makes me think of something I've talked about. This is a bit too much. Get out of here. Something that I've talked about in maybe the last one, I don't know, doesn't matter. It was victim consciousness, and the phrase, I think it's like complaint commiseration, and it's something that my family did a lot, and I do see people doing quite a lot, where they'll complain about things, and that's their form of connection with the relationships they have in their life. So like all of their connection sort of comes through a form of complaint, like complaining about their health, or complaining about the state of the world, complaining about the weather. And that's the form in which their connections take place. And once that sort of got pointed out to me, I realized that I certainly do that. With my partner, I try to complain about things, and I don't know, it's not such a big thing for her, and so she'll kind of be like, yeah, okay, sure, but I won't get the thing I'm looking for, which is someone being like, yeah, like that thing that you're complaining about. And it was like, with the victim consciousness, it's almost, I think it's always, I haven't analysed deeply enough, but I think it is always this thing where you want to to be validated in something that on a deeper level you don't actually want to be validated on. And so, you know, the complaint commiseration, it's like, yeah, see how right I am with the world being so messed up. And then it's like, yeah, okay, but you're seeking validation for something where actually you don't want. It's like, you want the world to be less messed up, but you're actually saying like, oh yes, see, I'm very right about how messed up it is. And it's like, do you want to be right about that? Seems like you do. And then that can take form in victim being a victim. So it's like, look how the injustice in the way that someone is treating me, and it's like, yeah, okay, so you want to be right about how mistreated you are, or is it actually more important to you that you are not mistreated? And in most cases, that's not actually the case. People will seek out environments and situations where they can be victimized and mistreated in this way, so then they can say, look, see, I was right, these people are whatever, you know, pick an adjective, they're horrible. And yeah, sometimes it's more comfortable to be right than it is to be where you actually want to be, which is, you know, not the victim. It's quite hard to wrap your head around. I certainly have not. Alright, I'm gonna switch it again. I guess something that has been on my mind, that was a long pause, something that's been on my mind has been your body keeps the score, Bessel van der Kolk sort of fashion. You store emotions in your body, or trauma or tension of some kind, and it's something in my jaw that I've been carrying for some time. And actually I was journaling this morning and laughing how yoga is supposed to make you feel better, like it so meant to solve all these problems. Go do a yoga class, get into yoga, and it will help your body. And a bit of a sort of cynical take that I like to joke about sometimes is that it'll actually make you more connected to your body, and so all the pain that you were dissociated from in the past now starts to become more apparent. So you actually start doing yoga and you can kind of have more problems, which isn't entirely true. You know, if you're feeling them, then that's the path towards them being released. But it certainly was the case when I really started getting into yoga that pain started popping up everywhere, and it was a little confusing actually. And so yeah, I've been trying to explore what is hidden in my jaw, and I haven't quite been able to tap fully into what it is. I try to do, you know, what I do here, just take a breath and let something flow in, you know, set the intention, you know, I want to seek answers to the tension in my jaw. But it's been an elusive one, and definitely part of it is the expression element. And so, I like to think that what I'm doing here is going to be an inroad to changing something about this. But it's also something in my 2-year-old son that he has as well already, and it's quite it's hard for me to see that in him, because I know that it has come from me, and now I see how naive I was, but I wanted to solve all of the generational traumas before I had a child, because I didn't want to pass a single thing on. I wanted them to be in utopia, but I know now that he was always going to have work to do in this life, and it's sort of a passing of the baton, and so it is really hard for me to see him having to experience that. But I also know that it is something that he's not alone in facing, that I'm also on the case. But I suppose the thing that is so difficult about it is there's definitely an element of rage there, and it's so hard because to express the rage and harm the people who are on the receiving end of that rage, do suppress the rage, holding it inside, and it's always finding a way out through the cracks, and that's not right either. And the word that's popping to mind is to alchemize it, to transform it, to heal it, or however that works. But it's not yet apparent to me how to do that. Well, I don't know, I suppose intuitively I found myself here doing this, so perhaps that is a way. And then I have all these other ideas about how to continue to express myself more freely. Perhaps that will, in time, release the tension. Alright, we're done here.